If you watched the game last night between the Dolphins and the Rams, you got to witness something special. Now, you may think that what I'm talking about is the absolute field goal off that the Dolphins and Rams are having, where they collectively attempted 9 field goals on the day and nailed 8 of them, with the only miss coming off of a Cardi 57-yarder that was forced to be re-kicked. But no, that's actually not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the first half punt battle. We got to go back in time to see Jake Bailey revive some 1960s tactics to absolutely piss off the Rams returner and win the net punt battle in the long run. And the tactic is a simple one, but it's one I hardly see punters use anymore, at least not as much as they used to, and it's the act of kicking the ball out of bounds every single time. And I know you may think this is crazy, like how come guys don't do this anymore? It's just not a tactic people use. They're trying to get it further downfield and let their guys go and cover. But hitting the ball 3 to 4 yards out of bounds to prevent any kind of return, when's the last time you've seen that? Well, for me, it was last night. But we're going to start off with his foil, because Ethan Evans is actually using an extremely modern style of punting, as he drops the nose and hits it directionally left, and it's a good ball, but it does allow for a little 2-yard return before we see Jake's first ball, and it is absolutely smacked. The returner is in the coach's box on the sideline when he catches it, and this poor gunner, check this out, he actually gets a flag because he's running towards the returner, but since the returner's out of bounds, he's also running out of bounds himself, and there's a rule where if you continue to run out of bounds, that's a flag. It's a hilarious byproduct of this play being brought back alive. But let's go back to an Ethan punt. Once again, drops the nose, goes 51 yards, but since it's inbounds, they're able to set up a small 7-yard return, take it from the 9 to the 16. On the flip side, we get to see one of the slight downsides of Jake's style, which is when he's trying to get this ball out of the same zip code of the Rams returner, it lands damn near on the bench, and all that Smith can do is point at it, but that does mean it only counts for a 35-yard punt, so not exactly flipping the field there. But Xavier's starting to get pissed off because on the flip side, his counterpart just was able to set up a 12-yard return after a 50-yard punt. So you know Xavier's hoping right now that he can get just one punt in bounds to have an impact on the game, but Jake is just toying with him. He punts the last one 51 yards on the fly, out of bounds at the 9-yard line, and you can tell he's just pissed off when he catches it, hoping that he could return it, but can't. I love seeing this style of punting get brought back, especially in direct comparison to the modern hit everything as a drop punt style.
Bailey hits it, another beauty.